make easy work here of Max Verstappen at the hairpin, force him a bit wide, get the ERS, get the power down. I was saying that the AR got such good traction out of the hairpin. Well, Verstappen's going to be on that left hand side now. Can we avoid, defend the position? Yes, we can. He goes a bit too deep. Next up is our current teammate trying to go around the outside the hairpin. Nothing working for Piastri there, and he's going to escape. But now we've got DRS coming into play. We should be able to get past him here. Even though he's got DRS, I feel that we're faster in this part of the track compared to him. He's going to try and squeeze. We're going to dive down the inside, just about make that curb, that second curb there. And that is, the FIA have given that as a legal overtake. Just, as I say, just about made that second curb. There, although it was a poor exit as well. As we go down to turn 1, there's contact. Somebody from, I think, Piastri's hit us. Safety car deployed as well. It was Piastri that hit us. What was he thinking of? That was a dive bomb out of nowhere. And yes, I know you might be saying, excuse me, oh, didn't you do the same thing on Norris? I wasn't that far back, I don't think. And also, he did turn right at that curb, like Hamilton did in Imola. Similar situation there. So Piastri's lost his front wing. I think we are so lucky to not have any damage whatsoever at all. Trying to keep Leclerc behind us for as long as possible. This time I take the inside of the tunnel, but there, Leclerc tried to thought about diving him, but Leclerc has finally gone past on lap 14 of 19. Shame there. I mean, his tyre wear, he's got the worst tyre wear on the grid. But through this corner, he's had a Spinala right in front of me. So he overtakes me, and then he gets a Spinala, and that's going to bring out a red flag as well. So here's what happened. So he just gets too greedy on that curb, and it spins him round. Don't know if that's an auto spin curb or not. I think he must have got too much on that curb. It brought the Alpha slows to let him out of the way, but then he could have just reversed out of the way, carried on. It didn't need to be a red flag really. As well. Now this was still recorded on the old version. I haven't tried out any red flags on the new version, but we're now going to all switch to the soft tyre. I mean, the finishing order is going to say the same as we've got now, but so this is just for pride. It's 5 minute lights then for the restart the French Grand Prix, and away we go. And it's a good start. Can we get? Oh no, there's the safety car. What? I'm sorry. 5 red lights go out and the safety car comes out. I've never seen. Well, I've never seen that in a single. I've seen it in multiplayer once, but I've never seen that in a single player Grand Prix mode, and I've never had that glitch personally. But so 5 red lights then to the Canadian Grand Prix from 5th place on the grid, and lights are out and away we go. It's a good start compared to Norris as well. Verstappen has got Sainz off the line. We'll get a replay of that shortly. We're going to try and get past Lando Norris though. If he's on the soft tyres, we're going to use a bit of ERS, and back end steps out there at turn 2. We're up to P4. So good progress there. Sainz bogged down again, just like he did in Spain. Lucky not to lose out to Ocon there. Now, jumping to lap 30 though, you can see it's really starting to rain here properly. And I've made the call. We're going to gamble onto a set of intermediate tyres. I don't quite know where we're going to come out, but I think this is going to be the right call. The rain is only going to get worse from this time too. 2.2 second stop. It's a very good stop. Onto a set of intermediates. Nobody else, I don't think, is coming in at this time. Norris will go through. Ocon, I think, will go through. Alpine, they're 5th and 6th actually. A very good race. Sonoda is also recovering, but again, it's been a bit stagnant this race. Apologies about that, as Ocon, those hards are not given the grip as well. Maybe Alpine need a tyre wear upgrade as well. DRS has been disabled on lap 31, so this is a very good time for us to make this move. Verstappen, is 12.5 seconds up the road. If this is the point when it's DRS disabled, it's the right time to come in. We're going to breeze past Norris again getting the racing line through that final corner as well. And you know, just like that, a lap later, we've closed down a 12-second gap on Verstappen. They're going so slowly. I don't understand why they've not come in for intermediate tyres. With half the gap to Sainz, it was 20 seconds 2 laps ago. And this move is the only really make this move where you've got either a big tyre advantage, like we have. You know, we are on the right tyres, the intermediates as well. But you can see here, well, Russell is he's crashed into the wall of champions. He's lucky not to DNF out the race. He has lost his front wing there as well. Piastri's gotten deep as well and skates the wall of champions too. They're all struggling for grip on the wrong tyre. Russell's gone deep. You know, they're going 3 wide between 2 McLarens, and they're just, oh my goodness, Bottas is like drifting it through. They're going about 2 miles an hour through turn 1 as well. There's Russell, he's pulled off to the side. This is carnage at the end. It is Canadian Grand Prix, they're all on the wrong tyre as well. Lance Stroll, he's actually up into the points as well. With all the chaos, the Williams could be getting their first point of the season. It's been a while since Stroll scored his first points, any points in his career mode as well. And lap 34, I mean, Sainz is just a sitting duck, and we just breeze past. A little bit deep there. It is borderline potentially time for wets as well as we get to the end of the Grand Prix. But yes, Sainz will be kicking himself. He has allowed us, his main championship rival, and the man who is unsympathetic towards him, to take the lead. As Nick De Vries is the only other man on intermediates now. He's made a very late stop onto intermediates. You can see he's just breezed past the Alphas. I'm not sure Nick will be able to get points, sadly. He's a bit too far back. But you can see 14 seconds in the space of a lap and a half. As we come up to the line to surprisingly win the Canadian Grand Prix. And first up, we're going to try and get past Sir Lewis Hamilton, who's on the mediums. He's going to be slow than everyone else in this first part. The stint as he almost puts us in the wall. Oh my goodness, that was almost race-ending. Yeah, he just kept going right as if though we weren't there, then tried to squeeze me into the wall, having absolutely none of it. Well, here's a replay, just like he's not there, makes a slight twitch at the last minute, and then doesn't even recognise the corner there as he tries to take the apex first, as well as Vettel is battling with Stroll, and I think Stroll's going to make an overtake here on Vettel, who hasn't had the best of times. For us, Leclerc jumped Verstappen at the start, so Leclerc is up to P3. Obviously we need to make some more moves if we're going to win this championship. That will give them 15 points currently to our none. But obviously round the outside of Magnussen, no, but it's going to give us a nice switchback actually. Now, of course, it's AlphaTauri versus Williams, Porsche versus Ford in a straight line. The Ford is probably the second best power unit on the grid, which is why Leclerc and Verstappen are in the position they are in. Round the outside of Magnussen to the inside, there's been a kerfuffle as well. Can we get Albon? Yes. Can we get Gasly, our former teammate, side by side with the Frenchman, who of course once upon a time led this championship in the early stages. Now, unfortunately for him, it's going to be, well, P9 at the moment. Can we get Vettel as well round the outside? I think there's been a kerfuffle between the two Ferraris. I think there's contact, and we're able to get Vettel as well. Looking as Piastri and Leclerc side by side, this could determine the championship, and Leclerc breezes past with DRS and takes the lead, and that means we have to effectively finish second in order to win this championship. So we need to get a move on down the inside of Norris, who's going very slowly. We're now 2 steps softer than Leclerc with 6 laps to go, but we have been jumped by George Russell, and it's a 4.5 second gap to Carlos Sainz, who currently has the fastest lap, but he's also on hard tyres. Leclerc has a little bit of a way to go, but can we get P2? Might be a bit of a tall order, considering the fact we might need Piastri and or Piastri to overtake Leclerc. If you can help us out, that would be fantastic. Leclerc, for Russell, I mean, it's just deja vu from the literally the exact same overtake we made on him earlier. If Leclerc finishes second, then we have enough. If we get, I think in fifth, I'll double check that. But yes, Piastri goes past Leclerc, but unfortunately, this second DRS zone is a curse for Piastri. He overtook him in the first one, gets him in the second one, and then Verstappen becomes the race, well, almost the race leader. But then, of course, Cautious just made the overtake on Piastri, and now Piastri's down to third. So that is heartbreak. Although saying that, Verstappen's made a mistake. He's locked up, and that might be the lifeline we need to get Piastri allow Piastri to go for this win. Now he's waited a bit. Leclerc hasn't got DRS on the second DRS zone. Piastri is down the inside. Verstappen's going to have a go at his teammate. Christian Horner will be having a fit seeing Verstappen having a go at Leclerc. Leclerc should not be, be having to defend from his teammate. Verstappen's forced out wide onto the curbing. So Piastri, can he defend? Looks like it. He's up. He is leading this race. As we go through to the final sector, can he hold on for the couple of corners? And for us, we can't get Sainz by the looks of it, so it's P5. Confirmation, P5 will be enough. Piastri crosses the line to win us a third straight World Championship, the first for Williams in a while. And lights are out, away we go. I'm going to already cut to the right to stop Verstappen, but that's going to be go in the middle between him and Hamilton. Hamilton on the soft compound tyre. Is Lewis too stopping? We'll have to wait and see. Verstappen on the mediums, as is most of the grid. But in the end, we have retained the lead off the Dutch Grand Prix. But how for much longer? Hamilton forces his way through. He almost has us off circuit. There's almost just about keeping it clean. And he swipes across us, oh so close to race-ending contact again. As well, we made contact to Austria, and surely the Indian team boss Christian Horner will definitely not be happy about that. As well, so we did try to apply the squeeze, and then there was a contact there as he then got on the curb and tried not to and then just swiped across us. Race as we are now getting Piastri at the corner on lap 2. Yeah, you're going to see a lot of that corner in this episode. First though, we're going to try and get past Logan Sargent. We're now in the bottom part of the circuit. Now can we have a look, see if we can get past and approach the swimming pool? No, we're going to have to wait. And yes, you can guess what's going to happen here. It's a dive down the inside and up to P14. so I can't be held up behind Sargent. And lap 4, what we're going to do on Magnussen? Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Dart down the inside, move up to P13. You know, now we would have had a look at Hulkenberg, but Hulkenberg's Ferrari has decided it wants to be a bonfire. We're now having a look round the outside. Carlos Sainz has lost the lead to Max Verstappen. We cut in a bit, try and get a better line. Still not able to do that. Sainz has been pushed out. Magnussen right onto the podium, and now we're just going to blast past Carlos Sainz. We've got so much more pace than him. Hold on rather. I don't know. Verstappen again having to go there, and Sainz is gone through as well. Again, we lifted off slightly on purpose to try and get DRS. Now Sainz has gone through. The tyres are going off. They are not. Then all of a sudden the halves might be the best tyre, but again we have so much straight line speed in this car that we're still able to get past both Verstappen and Sainz. We've just got to do a bit more of this for 4 more laps potentially and get the position on. And it comes out the world's most worst possible time. DRS too deep there. The rears are the ones that are causing the issues as well. We have got a lot of ERS to play with. So I'm saving this. Essentially let Sainz through for the win as per Ferrari contract. Try and defend from Verstappen, but obviously Sainz will of course. There's a 3 wide. We've gone too deep into that corner. We've locked our Sainz. Ferrari won't be happy with that. He's dropped to P5. That's horrendous. I apologise for that. We went far too deep and tried to go up the middle of Verstappen and Sainz and didn't work. And Sainz now is through. Verstappen and Magnussen. We're going to fight Sainz really. Because you know, and Sainz just tries to pull off. We're trying to keep a podium, but it hasn't worked out, and that's us down for P4. But Magnussen has taken the lead. Kamer could win, legit could win this race, but Verstappen will have DRS over him down that long straight. So, as well as we now blast past back Carlos Sainz with DRS. Again, our tyres are out to 50%. So. This does work, but obviously doesn't hard. So look at the train that we're causing behind. Sainz goes past again on the lap 25, and now it's just about trying to potentially keep the position. Can we keep defend from Perez, who's got finally got past Hamilton? The rears are really going off now. 53% on the rears, 40. The front's not too bad, but obviously we are sliding about that horrible corner again. And look at the correction I'm trying to make. On the steering wheel there, just to try and keep it in a straight line. It is proving difficult. We have lost DRS to Sainz, so that's the podium sadly gone. Can we keep P4? You know, this is sort of backfired, but then it's the team's fault. If they'd given me softs, we could have picked mediums, and I think we would have been on for the win. I'm not joking. We would have been on for the win. We are going to weave to try and break the slipstream from Perez, who has crashed on the final lap, halfway down the straight. Wow, what on earth is that? So I'm weaving to try and break, and then I go defensive, and then Perez gets a wiggle on, and I think he's taken out Hamilton as well. Yeah, I don't think there was no contact. You know, I'm just weaving about to try and break the toe, which is a bit iffy, but it is legal in this game, and Hamilton does not stand a chance. He is a passenger. You know, he's thinking about making the overtake on Perez, trying to get the double slipstream there as well. As Perez there, DRS gets a swiggle on, and Hamilton clips his rear end as well. Nobody else, fortunately, nobody else comes a casualty. We've gone too deep there. The two Alpines are now coming to capitalise. Can we hold on against those two? As we come up to the line then, Verstappen has sadly won against Magnussen. I think he'd be world champion. The Sainz only finishing third. We do hold on against both the Alpines in the end. You can see here, well, first of all, our teammate hasn't retired. So Alonso is still here, despite the fact that announcing his retirement a long time ago in this season. He is here to stay, but he is in the pits, which he's going to regret that, I think. because he went out where it was quite a bit wet, and now it's quite dry. AlphaTauri out of the way. It's locked up. I think a lot of these are finishing their laps. We're going to have the best of conditions as the last man to cross the line. Norris goes fastest, but I think that time is going to be beaten. And there we go, Verstappen 42s. We'll see what we can do, whether we can be up there, because of course we have the advantage of the best track conditions of everyone. Now obviously this isn't probably, this is a chance to get a higher qualifying position. Alonso's in 19th. We're 19th and 20th at the moment, which isn't great. Fernando, well, the team has definitely screwed Fernando over. They should have, if they had only had that one set of slots, he should have gone out a bit later with me. But yeah, they're all there. We're 4 seconds up on our previous best times. We go through Pouon. As well, the middle sector isn't that great for me, to be honest, compared to the AI, especially through these sequence of corners from Pouon down here. I just don't ever get the right drive, the right turning, or the right speed compared to the AI. It's only when we get here. We've gotten purple through that sector though, so maybe the track conditions are coming good to us as we come along the back straight now, as well. 7 seconds up on our previous best time under the intermediate. Up to the bus stop, braking a little bit early there. Don't want to be, hairpins or not. A little bit of a squiggle on the exit there. But up to the line, it was purple last sector. Is that going to be pole position? It is, ladies and gentlemen. We're playing the DRS game again on lap 18. We've got 4 laps to hold on. As well, we got no pace at all. We just got to hope that we can use what DRS as well, as we get up to 226 miles an hour again. It seems to be the maxed out speed, and for some reason the engine note changes when you hit 226 miles an hour as well, which also needs to be fixed. Codemasters, if you're watching, which they're probably not. But now Perez, we think he had some a bit of front wing damage. Apparently, mind you, it's only slight front wing damage, either from, don't know if it's contact with me or Leclerc. Haven't been able to find it, but yeah, he is a bit slower through the corners, and we are able to capitalise even though he comes with DRS. I've not been giving him DRS in these final few laps. I've been defending using the battery, because we've had that 6/10 lead, and he's not had the greatest of advantages through going through Eau Rouge and Radion. So through the final up to the final corner there, you saw he was stripped side by side through the middle sector, but he's not close enough there, and he's not, he's going to have a dive through the bus stop. I decided to turn in slightly early there for the bus stop. Can we get this straightened up early enough up to the line for the win? Yes, we can. Across the line. Finally. First place for Alfa Romeo is so Ferrari. We wanted him to be on the. If he was on mediums, he would be able to challenge Verstappen comfortably. As there is Pierre Gasly, he is out of the race, and so is one of the Alfa Romeos who's pile drived into the back of him. What on earth happened there? Well, Gasly was retiring. You can see he's retiring. You see he's going slowly. And Schwartzman just takes the racing line and just smashes into the back of him. Stupid from Schwartzman there. That, however, has brought out a safety car. Can we get in front of Verstappen? It's 20.7 seconds is the gap. That gap's going to reduce. Russell will also pit. They've also got to go to their deltas while we're in the pit lane. So we should definitely be able to jump Sainz, but can we jump Verstappen as well? That'll be the question. Well, if we can't, we'll be right behind him. We exit the pit lane. There's Gasly's stricken car at the end of turn 1 under the thing. And now we're going to use a bit of battery. Can we get in front of Verstappen? There he is on the right hand side, but it's not good enough for Verstappen, and we've retained the lead. So behind the safety car, this is all changed, because we've jumped both Verstappen and Sainz, and as it stands, we will be a 4-time world champion. Well, but Verstappen, 3.5 seconds away, is our main rival, and he has absolutely no answer. Nobody can stop us now, because, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to round the final corner, we're going to cross the line and win a 4th straight World Championship. Perez keeps the position now. Leclerc comes back on lap number 5, but that squabbling has allowed us to catch up to both of them. And we're going to try and get Leclerc here. Can we get Perez as well? Are you down the inside? Yes, we can. A little bit of contact there, but we're up to P3. Great little start there as well. As I said, that is the through goes Hamilton moment. And slowly, as well, we've been hit. There's contact. No, around. And we've been hit again. We're in the wall. Down to P18. Wow. Lucky not to get any damage there, but I have got it on reducers. There's been a kerfuffle. We've got past a load of drivers there trying to get this bloke in the Xbox livery. Can't quite do it. We actually tagged his rear end there and went off the grass as we come now into the hill. But P13's a bit better, but already trying to get the positions back as the McLaren's going very slowly there. As well as we go down there, we hit, there was contact with the back. But anyway, as we try and get, he's had a poor exit, and we're just going to breeze past him up to back up to P12. Now when I look at the Xbox livery, into this corner, which is dive bomb central, up to P11 and at 1 point. Yeah, next up we've got Mario as well, and well, you know, I've caught some at exactly the right time at the point where we can dive bomb in down the inside, late on the brakes, and up to P2. Definitely should be able to get past Russell. Perez has been on those tyres since lap 2. Well, lap 3 I should say. So he's been, those mediums are struggling. Down the inside of Russell, can we make this move work? Yes, we can. It's a lovely little move. Up to P9. So this is the main overtaking point, really, on this track. It's the longest DRS straight on the track, able to down in the inside. You can go around the outside if they defend the inside there as well. So having a look at Perez now. Haven't got DRS for the second one, but a good exit. This is the new section, by the way, if you haven't seen it already. Can we get Perez in the new section? I'm going to dive down the inside. Perez gets the space, and we're up to P8. Now, you might be thinking, well, that's going to give Perez DRS. However, if you have a good enough, if you save a bit of battery there as well, and also have a good traction, then you can, you know, you can see we're already gapped Perez by 0.6.